It's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Cheers. Cheers.
Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is a pleasure. And it was a good drive.
That's good. Yeah, it was a really good drive. Really nice day.
It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Nice. Farm
And-
day. I've noticed that the farms are starting to spray and seed and everything.
We got an ATV ripping around outside right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
spreading fertilizer or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Spreading seed. But
Right.
I hope he doesn't bother us too much while we're recording.
Yeah. I don't think so. It'll be good.
So, who do we have in the studio today, Tom? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Tom Galloway. I'm from Kitchener, actually, and I guess I worked at the University of Waterloo for 30-some years in the plant operations department, and probably better known for having been elected for 33 years in the city of Kitchener on various school boards, councils, and whatnot. And then something else that people might find interesting is that for the last 56 years, I have been the timekeeper for the Kitchener Ranger Hockey Club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is interesting. So many,
Very interesting.
there's so many topics to unpack there. So, what got you into, first of all, being a timekeeper? How did you land on that? And I mean, how did you end up getting into politics? Or let's hear all about Tom.
Okay, well,
Let's do it. And we got beer to drink. Let's go.
We go back to 1967. Now you can do the math.
Let's. I don't know if I can.
I was 16. I was 16 years old. And one of my high school teachers, the phys ed director, came to me, and he was in charge of Kitchener minor hockey, and said he was looking for referees and timekeepers for minor hockey. And I put my hand up, and you got paid for this, you know.
Cool.
And so I started timekeeping, little kids at 6:30 on Saturday mornings in very, very cold rinks, as I remember it. And then my brother also, who was a little bit older, was also doing it. And then eventually, as we grew just a little bit older, he got into being the Kitchener Ranger timekeeper when the gentleman who had been doing it for quite a number of years, including at the old arena, before the Kitchener Auditorium was built, Al Kettle was his name. He retired. My brother took that job. And then my brother went to university and was in the co-op program.
Cool.
And he would go away for a co-op job, and somebody had to replace him at the Rangers. So at the ripe old age of 17, I did my first major junior A game.
That's awesome.
In 1968 or whatever. You can do the math.
Oh, after the show.
And then he came back. He would do the next term, and then I think we did that for a year or two, and then eventually he said, "You just do it."
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
So we started off with an old dial clock. It goes way back. Most of you wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say I don't think I even know.
You kind of want somebody to Google a dial clock. Never.
And there were no penalty timekeepers, time pieces on there, and everybody wanted to know how long the penalties were. Everybody skate over how much more time does he have, because nobody could tell how much more time until they got back to even strength or whatever. And then we graduated to a digital clock.
That's cool.
And we've had 3 different clocks in my time, digital clocks, and of course now it does everything, including make coffee, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, it does a lot for you. Now most rinks in the major junior elite loop will have a timekeeper and a scorekeeper in the box, but I've always done both jobs. And
a man of many hats.
And you get into a habit, you get into a routine. So when we hosted the Memorial Cup, they wanted there to be a scorekeeper in the box, and I would only be the timekeeper. Well, that did not work out very well. Because you get into a routine. You get into certain habits of how you do things.
Yeah.
And it was not working out. So they got rid of the other guy, and I did the rest of the tournament.
That's seniority, baby.
By myself.
That's good.
But
I'm glad it was that it got rid of the other guy.
oh yeah,
yeah, right. Yeah. I was wondering who had to leave, man.
Yeah.
I figured it would have been him.
I don't think that was ever in question.
No,
I was
no.
the hometown guy. This guy
course.
came in from Guelph. And he was a nice guy and all that. But anyway. So yeah, I've seen a lot of players come through. You know,
Any like crazy superstars that you got to meet along the way, or
well, some of the players came to the penalty box more often
Oh,
than others, you know.
yeah.
So I didn't see Wayne Gretzky all that much, but yeah, I followed his career.
Wow. Very cool.
When Connor McDavid started, I remember as a 15-year-old, he was just amazing.
Wow.
That's so cool,
as
man.
a
That's so
15-year-old.
cool. Shout out to Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
and lots of other players, but some players you saw more often in the penalty box.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, fair enough. Some of them are enforcers or what have you.
So yeah, I've been there for a long time. It's one of those situations where when my wife was alive, she was a season ticket holder as well. And when the kids started coming, well, that kind of ended. But each year I would say to her, I don't think I'm going to do that again. She says, oh, yes, you are. I don't want you home on Friday nights.
Fair enough.
You're gonna have to get out of the house.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like.
And whenever there was and there's the odd Friday, Kitchener's Friday nights, a home night. Whenever there was 3-4 times a year, they would be on the road, and there was no Friday night game. She would say, "What are you doing here?"
Got to go find a different hobby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we kind of got into that mold. So I've enjoyed it all these years, and I'll continue doing it as long as I can.
Was it something that you found you were kind of like hooked right in on right away, like when you did it for the first couple times, or was it strenuous? Did you like it? Did you think I'm gonna do this for the next 50 plus years?
Well, I think I enjoyed being kind of in the center of things. I mean, not that I'm integral to I'm not a player or whatever, but things kind of evolve around what's going on in the penalty box, like
for sure,
where the penalties are served, but more importantly, the clock.
Yeah.
And you meet a lot of players, you meet a lot of coaches, you meet a lot of referees. So over the years, I've met all kinds of people, and we get a free meal every night.
Well, that's cool.
So that's important too.
Gotta eat.
So,
Gotta eat. Good food.
Oh, very good food.
What are they serving up?
Usually 2 meats.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Guess I'm gonna have to attend.
This year I'll give a shout out to Village Catering. So in the media room where all the scouts come, and the team officials, we're allowed in there as well to have the pregame meal. So
That's cool.
So
That's awesome.
I've met a lot of scouts too. Like particularly the one I really like is George Armstrong. Now George has passed away, but he used to hold court up in the media room. Everybody would sit around him and he would tell stories.
Wow.
Now for some people that might be watching, who the hell is George Armstrong? But
Look him up.
he was the
Look 'em up,
captain
people.
of the Toronto Maple Leafs when they last won the cup, I think it was.
Okay.
And,
All right.
and that was in my lifetime. So
I'm glad somebody saw it.
yeah, awesome. Yeah. Well, you know, and my all-time favorite player was Dave Keon. So I have the number 14. If you look at my email address, it's Tom J. Galloway 14.
Yeah.
And that's because of Dave Keon.
Gotta love those inspirations,
Yeah.
man. That's cool.
So, and he was the captain after George, but I don't think they won the Stanley Cup. I think George was the last captain. So you meet a lot of different people along the way, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a Friday night out, and you get paid a little bit, but it's not. You don't do it for the money. So
sounds like a really good time. I think we're gonna have to go to a Knights versus Rangers game. I think is what's sounds like.
Yeah.
I would do a job like that.
There you go. You got your replacement here.
Exactly.
It could happen. I don't know when this is going to show, but right now they're both playing other teams.
Yeah.
If they both win their series, London's up one, Kitchener's down one.
Let's go.
They would play each other, and that
Yeah.
would be
We're going.
a spectacle.
So if they play in Kitchener, then I guess we're gonna have to figure out how to get some tickets.
Yeah, how many seats you got in that box?
Oh, I've got
Squish
room
us
for-
all in there.
Yeah, I've got room for 3 players on each side, but
Not big hack though.
they're not available to purchase.
Yeah, I guess. Fair enough. fair enough.
You have to earn your spot.
All right,
there,
all right. I'll do what I can. Shout out to the Kitchener Rangers.
But there are some advantages to being there too. Over the years, I've become fluently bilingual.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, English and profanity.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
And the players, the trash talk is really interesting.
It's unique.
It's very good.
Oh yeah.
Some players are really good at it, and some are really bad.
It's an art
And
form.
and you just kind of want to look over at them and say, "Stop! You're losing."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, give it up
Yeah.
because he's eating your lunch right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hit the showers,
Turn
bud.
away. Pretend that you don't hear him.
Hit the showers,
Oh my
bud.
gosh.
Walk away. You don't want this
Probably
smoke.
giving them more fuel than.
Yeah. There's only when you think of it, there's only so many curse words.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
It's how they put it together.
Yeah, you got to remix them.
They're really creative.
That's good.
And for maximum effect, whether it's their girlfriend they're talking about, or the other guy's girlfriend, or the other guy's mother, or whatever.
Yep. Yep.
It gets a little nasty.
For sure.
But for the most part, that doesn't really happen. But there are some guys that are really good at it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Really good at it.
Yeah. That type of camaraderie builds
Yeah.
thick skin for the boys. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind a bit of trash talk.
So
It's good. It's good for us for real. builds character.
So that's what I do on Friday nights during the hockey season, Sunday afternoon sometimes. Right now during the playoffs, it could be any night.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're on call? You can go when you gotta go.
Pretty much. There's another fellow. If I go away, I went away recently for a trip to Mexico, and he does the games for me. He did 2 games, I guess. He's generally available, so if I can't make it, when I was elected, there would sometimes be meetings.
Yep.
Not on Friday nights, but during Tuesday night games. I often wouldn't be able to go,
Right.
and then he would do them. But
Fair enough.
I do the vast majority of them.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
And so what were you doing on those other nights when you were dealing with the city council? Was that all LRT? How long did that take to get going? And there's a lot of you are a busy man, so it seems like you pile a lot of stuff into your schedule. So how does it all work?
Well, I was very fortunate. I worked at the University of Waterloo, and when you seek elected office at the University of Waterloo, there's a policy that deals with that,
Oh,
and it's very, very supportive. So you have to sign an agreement with the university that you'll continue to get your work done. That's number one. You will not speak on behalf of the university, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And that you should be your department should allow you the flexibility, time wise,
Right.
to do the work. So it's a very, very supportive environment.
Mm-hmm.
that's cool.
Not everybody could do it. I was able to do it in the position that I had. So a lot of daytime meetings, and so you would take off from work, come back to work, take off from work, come back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then evening meetings, and a lot of events to attend, banquets and annual meetings of organizations and
Showing
fundraising
face.
events
Yep,
and
yep.
Mm-hmm.
and all those kinds of things, which were voluntary to a certain extent, but I tried to do as many as I could.
Yep. Was there, pardon me, was there a fundraiser or an event that you actually looked forward to? Was there certain events that you always wanted to make sure you attended? What was it?
Yeah, there was 2 that were kind of the ones that I look forward to the most. The one it was this past Saturday night. I continue to go. It's called the Mayor's Dinner. It's in support of the Working Center,
Cool.
And it's a great event. There's that one, and then the Friendship Dinner for a similar organization called the House of Friendship.
Right.
That's another dinner that I've always attended.
Cool.
There's a few others, but yeah.
Sounds like it.
And I continue to go to those.
Yeah.
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 It's just now I have to pay for my own ticket.
Ah, shut.
Yeah. I'm curious to go all the way back to your first running for election and what motivated that, and how did you navigate that as a new potential candidate?
Well, that was the school board, the Catholic School Board, 1988, and I got involved in an issue where they were the school board had decided to change and I have 5 children, and maybe 3 of them were in high school, and they decided to change the system, and I got involved in that as a parent, and then that piqued my interest. It didn't go the way I wanted, and decided that I would run for the school board. So I did.
That's cool.
And
Get more power on influencing
and,
decisions.
Way to game the system. I love that.
The interesting thing, Allie, is that I learned very quickly that you really didn't have a whole lot of power,
Right.
and that decision had been made and could not be revisited.
Right.
And sit there and be quiet, kind of thing. But I enjoyed that, and I became vice chair of the board in my second year, and then an opportunity came up to go on to city council.
Cool.
And my pastor actually came to me and said, I want you to consider that. So with his endorsement,
Interesting.
Wow.
I put my name in for that and was able to.
And this was for the city of Kitchener?
That was for the city of Kitchener, and at that time you could be on both councils, both the city and the regional council. In the year 2000, after a couple of elections, the province separated the councils, and you could only run for one, not both. So I chose to, in the year 2000, to go to the region, which were I was most interested in those policies and those topics. The downside was that you had to run your campaign across the whole city of Kitchener,
Yes, of course.
as opposed to just a smaller ward. There were 10 wards.
Wow.
But by that time, your name is fairly well known, and in municipal politics, name recognition, I will admit, is important or is helpful, unless, of course, you've done something stupid or gotten yourself in jail or whatever.
Yeah.
What do you think is like the best strategy, or like what did you think was your most successful campaign?
Well, the first one for the school board was really a kind of a big effort. So you had to take the voters lists, and there's public school supporters and separate school supporters, and I'm running for the Catholic board, and you have to figure that out first.
Yeah.
So when you're going door to door or handing out flyers, you'd only want to go to the ones that you needed to. And I had quite a few people helping me, and there was absolutely no budget to do this on. And so that was that is maybe the most memorable one back in 1988.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did your pastor ever tell you why he said that to you? Just out of curiosity. Like, I mean, that's like just out of curiosity. How did that come about? Like, he just said it?
Well, I was on the church finance committee from the time that we built the church.
Oh, okay.
And
There we go.
so he knew me quite well, and I guess he thought that I would be good for the job.
Well, amen to that. That's awesome. That's actually a great reason.
And I mean,
That makes a lot of sense.
After how many decades of running, apparently your community thought so too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I was fortunate. I ran 10 campaigns and was successful each time.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That is incredible. Good for you. That's a lot of work.
It's
Well, it is a lot of work.
That's a
but,
lot of work. 10
and
campaigns.
it's a lot of phone calls from people who want you to stop that barking dog.
right.
And
Or those clucking
who
chickens.
want you to, what can you do about that parking ticket that is
Yeah.
so unfair
Too
that
many
they,
parking
that
tickets.
they got.
Not
Yeah,
enough parking
yeah.
spots.
Fuck those parking tickets.
Or whatever, the zone change that's going on in their neighborhood
Yes.
that they don't like. And
Yeah.
so, I told my wife, like, if you get a nasty phone call, you don't say nothing, you just hang up the phone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just, you don't have to take anything.
It's good advice, dear.
Don't tell them to F off, please. But just hang up the phone.
That's excellent.
And I've hung up on people.
Yeah.
I said, if you're going to treat me like that,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Most of those people who call and are nasty, they're not voters anyways,
Mhm.
for the
Right.
most part.
Right.
I always chuckle though. I would ask them after they've gone up one side of me and down the other. I said, "Well, now where do you live?" And then they said, of course, they always start off by saying, "I've always voted for you, Tom."
Yes,
Oh,
of
okay,
course.
right, yeah.
Sounds like something a person who doesn't vote for you
Yeah.
would say.
And where do you live? Well, I'm over in Waterloo. Well, right away I know.
Yeah.
No, you did not vote for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not in my riding.
You're not in my
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you get some really weird ones too, like really strange ones. The strangest call I
Let's
ever
hear
got
it. Oh, I can't wait.
was from a lady. Now I'm going to string you along here for a while.
Let's go. We got time.
And
We got beer.
She called me and said, "Mr. Galloway, I really need your help." I said, "Oh, okay, fine, I'll help you." She said, I said, "What's the problem?" "I can't get my health card. I can't get the health card for my daughter." I said, "Really?" Right off the bat, I know health cards aren't municipal. That's a provincial matter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm going to help her, okay? I'm going to help her and point her in the right direction. So I said, "Okay, well, what is the problem?" She says, "Well, I've tried," and the health cards, if you don't know this, come out of Kingston. So she says she's been talking to the people in Kingston and they will not send her a health card. I said, "Well, that doesn't make any sense. You know, a health card, everybody gets a health card."
Yep.
And I had assumed, incorrectly, as it turned out, that she had lost the health card and needed to be
Right,
replaced. I mean, that's kind of how she was talking.
Right.
And I wasn't understanding. I said, "Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't understand why, but I think, I can probably point you in the right direction." I said, "Why have they not given you a new card if you've lost it?" She said, "Oh, Mr. Galloway, no, I haven't lost it. I have it." And I said, "Well, so what is the problem?" She says, "Well, I don't like the numbers on it. There's 3 sixes." Well, as soon as she told me that, the conversation did not go on much longer.
Yeah. Click.
Oh, I know.
I told her that I'll give you the number of your MPP.
Yeah. Oh my
And you
goodness.
call him.
That is excellent.
And I got off the phone. I just shook my head. That's kind of the weirdest call I
Yeah.
ever had.
Fair enough.
But lots of good calls, too,
Yeah.
like people thanking you.
Yeah.
Not so many, because they don't thank as much as they complain. But that's the way it. That's the way it works. So.
Do you have an accomplishment that you'd be like most proud of? One that you really want to hang your medals on, so to speak?
Well, I don't know where all your followers, your viewers.
I don't even know if we have any.
Live, but
Everywhere.
I don't know.
Everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere, I guess.
back in 2010, the province told us at the region that we had to plan for 750,000 people, and by the year 2030 or 2035 or whatever it was. So we had to put our mind to what that was going to look like. How did we want to grow the community? They were telling us that you had to grow, you had to plan, get the roads in and the pipes in the ground, or
All the infrastructure.
know where you're going to go at least. So we went through a growth management strategy process, which at the end of the day became a real model. Other communities,
Yeah. I heard about this.
and so we chose to intensify what we already had to a larger extent than what we were intensifying, and slow down the greenfield development
Urban sprawl.
as much as possible. And the two strategies that we used to do that, which were both very successful, the one you may have heard about, the other you might have heard about it, but we created a countryside line.
That's the one I heard.
And well, you've heard about the other one too, because you've already mentioned it. But the countryside line was intended to show developers, if you want to buy a farm past this line, go right ahead, but we aren't going to ever build there. Okay, we're only going to go up to this line.
Yep. Good for
Because
you.
up to that point in time, developers, they're out to make money, and nothing wrong with that. They would buy the farm and the next farm and the next farm, and away we go. We just keep pushing it out. And of course, they would want to push things out because the closer it came to development, the more their land became the value of it.
Yeah.
So we put a countryside line around the community. That had never been done anywhere else in the province, and it worked quite well because in the period, the next 10 years, the rate of greenfield development was reduced by 50%.
In like
the sprawl
in the
was
immediate
down 50%.
region?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the other side benefit to that is that we were going to save $300 million in not having to expand the road system, in not having to expand pipes and things that would need to be done over that 30-year period, and that is happening. So that was the first piece. The second piece was we decided we needed to have a rapid transit system, and we had the semblance of a central transit corridor, which had been protected in the official plan, most of it, not all of it.
Cool.
And so we put our mind to that, and in 2010 we started the planning for that. We didn't have funding. We bought a rail line so that would be part of the corridor that we didn't have. And we started buying up a few properties on the QT, and then
What's the QT? What's the QT?
on the quiet.
Oh, the quiet. Got it. Yep.
QT.
Sorry. Just
Oh,
clarifying.
I know that's a term that you millennials might.
Sorry.
We
I
would
just
say
wanted
that
to
we
make
would
sure
say
that
the
wasn't-
DL.
Okay.
I just wanted-
I'm actually gonna stop, scratch that because I'm going back to QT because I like that
QT.
way better than
What I
download.
was thinking
Damn
in my
right.
mind that it was maybe some
Queens.
short form of a tract
Queens
or something,
something.
like a section of town or something.
Look it up on the acronym.
Anyway, I'll look it up.
Urban Dictionary. It's probably in there.
You know what a TL.
I'm not used to all this street lingo, man. I'm from the country.
You know what a TLA is?
Oh, here we go. No, I don't know.
No.
3-letter acronym.
Let's hear it.
3 letters.
Oh, jeez.
Here come the jokes.
Okay.
Did I go over your head?
No, I got you.
Oh
I
my
got
God.
you.
Oh, okay.
Because there's 3 types of people in the world.
Yeah. So anyway, we started
Those who
cobbling
can
it
count,
together.
those who can't.
Then we had to pick the technology. Was it going to be a rapid bus system? Some people wanted to do monorail and subway and a bunch of us, we flew to Portland, Oregon, and looked at their system, and we modeled our system after Portland, Oregon, and they did it for the same reason we were doing it. Most rapid transit systems are done to move people. Ours was not intended. I mean, it moves people, of course, but that's not its primary purpose. Its primary purpose is to incent intensification. So developers, investors, they want certainty, and there's nothing more certain than putting rail down the street.
Fair enough. Smart.
That's not moving.
Smart.
Okay. If you put a bus system in, a rapid bus system, like you see in some communities,
Stratford.
5 years from now, the new council might decide to move it over a block. And then the developer who's just put $100 million into his building, he's SOL.
Very good point.
So developers will build 40% more units along a track as opposed to a rapid bus route.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
And that's what we were looking for. We were looking for intensification. That's what
Yeah.
Portland
Right.
did,
Right.
and Portland was hugely successful. The people of Portland turned down, in a referendum, they turned down an expressway that was being fully funded by the federal government in the States in favor of putting in LRT.
very cool.
Interesting.
And it worked marvelously well. So the rapid transit system is a planning tool, first and foremost, to incent development. We've had $5 billion of development now along, and we've reduced
Like since it launched.
since it launched.
Wow, good.
And
That's amazing.
Huge.
and the amount of greenfield growth has been reduced by 50%. So it's been very successful from that
So-
point of view. A lot of people intuitively think it's a transportation system first. No, it's a transportation system second. It's a planning tool first.
Very smart.
And
Very smart.
And a lot of people still don't get that. That's fine.
They
But-
will now.
But the ridership has already exceeded expectations.
Cool.
So as a transportation system, it's also been successful, but that's its secondary purpose. So if I were to look at all the things, that would be the.
You're kind of a big deal.
That's a huge achievement. That's a huge
Well, keep in
achievement.
mind, I'm spending, when you're on council,
Yeah.
you're spending other people's money, okay?
Yes.
So it's all your money, so.
Yeah.
It's not coming out of my pocket, but I'm making decisions on your behalf.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, Waterloo is one of the smaller city centers to actually have an
The
LRT.
smallest.
The smallest? There you go.
The smallest in North America, yeah.
Cool.
They're more common, of course, in Europe. If you've been to Europe, they have them
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
even smaller communities. But in North America, we're the smallest municipality to have such a system.
Was there much resistance from the public?
Oh, the place was full. Yeah,
Didn't want.
the debates and the people, they and understandably, this was a big change, and some business owners, they were concerned of this being run up and down the street in front of them. They might even lose a parking space, heaven forbid.
You could ride the train.
And
You don't even have to drive.
and it is interesting because the other one the other thing that I could talk about is the smoking bylaw.
Let's hear it.
Because that was really contentious. Because again, a lot of the business owners thought they were going to go to wreck and ruin,
Yeah.
not being able to have smokers in their establishments.
But
And then 3 months later, they came back and thanked us.
it was the opposite, right?
Yeah.
It was exactly the
It
opposite.
was
They-
that
They had
exactly.
no idea how many. They had no idea how many people were not coming out to their establishments
Right.
Wow.
Right.
because of the smoke. And then all of a sudden, all these people got replaced with non-smokers, smokers who could go still and smoke out on the sidewalk or
Yeah.
whatever. But I remember, I won't name the one lady in her establishment in Waterloo, but she was so vocal. She actually, she was very public. It was right the front page. We were there till 1-2 o'clock in the morning some nights because we had to get through all the delegations. We had one
Yeah.
lady who came up and she gave her whole presentation in English. And then she said, well, there's 2 languages in this country. And then she proceeded to do the whole thing again in French.
Oh
this
my
is a
gosh.
way to endear yourself to the members of council. It's just to piss them off.
Right. Seems like they're gonna help you a lot once
Yeah.
you've wasted
Yeah.
their
But
entire
this other
evening.
lady, she has a very well-known establishment in Waterloo. And she came back and thanked us,
Yeah.
but not as publicly as she berated us.
Yes, I imagine.
And
so.
Isn't that how it goes?
And she said her staff were happier.
Yeah.
She didn't have to clean the carpets and the drapes, hardly at all because of the smoke.
Wow.
And she couldn't believe all the new customers she had.
Yeah.
Business was good, and thank you very much. But we were the first one to do that in the whole province.
And how many?
Wow.
And and in typical fashion, the province let us have all the blood on the floor. And then 6
Take all
months
the
later,
win.
they came along and said, I think we're going to do this across the whole province. Well, you bastards, where were you 6 months ago when we
Yes.
were dying?
Yes,
Wow.
exactly.
The government's always slower to pivot than the people. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
So anyways,
Yep.
so that's another one that, but that I got into that because on the LRT, there were a lot of people that were opposed to it
Mhm.
and now are converted. because even the business people say, yeah, they're getting a lot more business
Yep.
because
Yep.
And with all the new residential units that are building,
Yes.
these people are going to the restaurants. These
Yep.
people are going to the
Well, it's
Yes,
making
exactly.
the city center stay
Yeah.
in the city center, which is
Exactly.
exactly
So,
what you were trying to do.
I mean, it
presume.
took 10 years, but
Yeah.
It's working.
it's working.
Well,
Yeah, and I mean Waterloo's a really unique town.
It's
with two
poppin'.
universities.
It's cool.
Mhm.
I love going to Waterloo when we go. There's so much to do.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
like stuff on every corner.
Yeah.
All the shops are snazzy.
It allows
Yeah,
all those
absolutely.
students to go pub crawling without having to drive.
Just
Yes.
crawling.
Yeah, so-
Yeah.
Exactly. And so did it feel
Heavy
good
on the
when
crawl.
you took your first ride on the LRT?
What's that?
Did it feel good when you took your first ride?
Yeah.
Big accomplishment.
For sure.
Well,
Did they let you drive?
I promised the community that it would open. There were delays, as you would expect. The
Yeah.
biggest delay was Bombardier not delivering the vehicles in time.
Trains, yeah.
But so I had to go on TV often, explain why there's another delay or whatever. But anyways, I promised it would open in the spring of 2019. 2019, I think it was, yeah. And so it got closer and closer. Well, we cut the ribbon with 15 minutes before the summer solstice. So we got it in the spring.
You
Yeah.
got
That's
And,
15 minutes.
and-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Under the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that QT.
Yeah.
That's
I
what-
got you. I got you.
I was on the first train out of the station at the opening ceremonies with my mother.
Very cool.
Wonderful.
And your mother, actually.
Yes, yep.
And
She's a fan.
yeah,
And-
and
I heard-
and a few other people. It was pretty packed. We had 4 trains leave the station all at once, yeah, it was a good day.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
That's super cool. And I heard your mother is soon approaching 100.
Yeah, we got the invitation. My granddaughter made up the invitations just yesterday.
So cool.
For the 100th birthday, her 100th birthday on June the 4th.
Hey.
Celebrating on the 8th.
A Gemini.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. And
She's wild.
And she's in good shape. She
That's
lives
incredible.
in a retirement home and has a walker, but doesn't use it in the building. Uses it outdoors,
Yeah.
but because of the curbs and gutters and things. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so we're having a little shindig planning a little open house for her
That's
on
awesome.
the 8th of June, which is the Sunday.
Very
Her
cool.
birthday is on the 4th. Born in 1925.
Wow.
Wow.
So much to unpack
Wow.
there because how many changes has she seen in her life?
Well, she was through the Depression.
Yeah.
And, I learned about her recently. She was a bank teller in her early years before she was married at the Bank of Nova Scotia in downtown Kitchener. And I take her to the bank to do her banking. And she one day talked and told the teller, I used to be a teller. She said, oh, really? Yeah, where
Yeah.
about the Bank of Nova Scotia downtown? She said, and I had a gun.
Go get out of town. What kind of gun?
And
What's
I
she
looked at my
have?
mom. I said, "What? You had a gun?" She says, "Yeah, everybody had a gun in their drawer."
So dope.
Oh my
That's
God.
how it should be.
And I said, "Did you ever use it?" No, I didn't know how to use it.
Oh God! They just give it to you.
It's just there.
Yeah, somebody comes in, you're like, not today. You just hold it on. Just not today, man. Get out of here.
Oh my God.
My mom's 4 foot. Well, she used to be 5'1". She's 4'11" now. She'll tell you.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So
That's so cool.
so she's not really imposing. She would have to reach over the counter, I think, to get to the gun. But no, she. And I said, well, don't tell that story to these girls, these tellers anymore,
Yeah.
because
I get worried.
They're gonna scare
they're
them.
gonna hit the button. They got buttons.
Yeah.
Ma-
I
Imagine
don't leave
if,
you here with a gun.
imagine if they gave her a long
100-year-old.
rifle though, and it stands taller than she does.
Yeah.
Just trying
Oh
to
my
wave it
goodness.
around.
Those must have been some wild times.
Yeah.
Gee.
Is a Kitchener native as well?
My mom, yes, oh yes, yeah. My dad was from Sudbury, but in the war, met up with her brother. They served together, and then on leave, a lot of these stories on leave, came to Kitchener and met his future wife, which was his buddy's sister. Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
So would they have been in Kitchener at the time when it was named Berlin?
No.
It would
The
have been
name
after.
Berlin was 1916, I think.
Ah.
It was First World War.
First World War had to change. They had
Right.
they had a plebiscite. And do you know what the other names were? That
No, I don't.
Let's hear. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Let's hear 'em.
on the plebiscite was Sandhills,
Mm-hmm.
which it had been referred to in an earlier time. Brock,
Right.
Adnac, which is Canada backwards,
Oh.
Interesting. A little bit of a.
and Kitchener after Lord Kitchener, who really wasn't a very good dude. But anyways,
Lord Kitchener.
and-
Sounds like a villain.
And Kitchener Kitchener won over Brock, but not by a big margin.
It was voted on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, I had a referendum. Yeah.
Okay.
And they had to change it from Berlin because of the war.
So,
Yes.
and then out of curiosity, do you know how they just came across those names? Or, like they just pulled them from a hat, or?
No, I don't know how they came.
Oh, okay.
across them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Maybe a citizens committee or something. And
Yeah.
Put them together, or
It's very cool.
Jack,
ask the school kids.
see what changes have happened in the world since 1925, because I often think about this, because like showers and like there's a lot of luxuries that we've gotten in the past
yeah.
less than 100 years that I often think about. Like your mother did not have so many things that we now have. It kind of blows my mind, you know what I mean? Just
Well, she's almost 100. She's on Facebook every day.
that's so like that's so cool. That's so fucking cool.
And email. She tells me more about what my grandkids are doing than I do.
She's gonna see you.
She doesn't post.
She's gonna see you
She
on the
doesn't
podcast.
post. She doesn't
She just
post. She just
observes.
Tom,
she
I
just
saw you on a
reads.
podcast.
And she doesn't like some of the things I'm posting right now. She doesn't.
This is
Oh, yeah?
awesome.
Yeah.
What,
And,
what's
but-
her name?
My mother's name?
Yeah.
Marie.
Marie.
Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to Marie.
and so she's one of only 6 people in the building that have a computer,
Wow.
and
Wow.
she's on it every day.
That's amazing.
Now,
It's keeping
let
her
me tell
young,
you,
I'm sure.
if I get a phone call from her, it's typically she's got a problem with the computer. She's not very adept at problem solving.
That's fair. That's fair.
She
She
knows
does-
when it's working right.
If it's got to work,
Yeah.
There's one way of turning it on. There's only one way of turning it off for her.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, then she's stuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got, sis? What were some of the developments since?
Just generally, there's a few
Give us some of the.
from the early days of telegraph
Telegraph.
So
and, and telephones.
So she went from Telegraph to Facebook.
That's
Yeah.
In
incredible.
her,
On a computer.
this is what
On a
I think
computer.
about these things often. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you doing like Morse code,
Yeah.
telegraphing
Mhm.
to what else? I mean, like there's so many like the
They
space
talk a
travel.
little bit about,
like-
they talk about air travel. at
Air
first,
travel.
right? Like air travel.
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah.
Like,
Planes,
Jesus.
helicopters. Unbelievable.
Antibiotics is a big one. They talk about like the difference of medicines and things,
Mhm.
vaccinations.
Does she
How
does
it's changed the world.
does she ever talk to you about like quality of life now versus then, or like?
We've often gotten the she lived through the Depression.
Yeah,
thing.
fair enough. Fair
Whenever
enough.
we asked for something,
You're right. Right.
Yeah.
she had a really good defense. Well, I grew up during the Depression.
Yep.
And we
Yeah.
didn't have
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, there's lots of those tendencies, pardon me, still around. Like I feel like I still have personality traits from my grandfather where he just collected everything. Sorry, Pete. He's just like, I see things and I'm like, I could maybe use this in the near future. And if I have it now, then I don't have to buy it later. So I'm just going to hold on to it. And that's I know that came directly from my papa being raised during the Depression era. It
Yeah.
just, if you got it, hold on to it because it might come in very, very handy. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
I think about that all the time. Just
You're almost buy one now, and if I see more, I'll buy 5 more.
Just
Just
I
because
really
might
like
use
my
it.
shoes and everything else. Pokemon. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm bad.
I
I'm
noticed,
bad.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I know.
Collections.
I am a
There's
collector
collections.
of collections of any sort.
That's so funny.
Well,
My bad.
He collected
Yeah.
cans of oil.
He collected 40 ounces of oil.
Like
Wow.
everything you can imagine.
Yeah,
he
it was the
collected.
strangest. Yeah, he had a, he.
And had it laid out on shelves.
Yeah, it was strange.
like land.
But I mean, yeah, it's so funny to think about all the developments in just 100 years and
Well,
how
the
quick
world-
it's all
The
changed.
world's knowledge doubles every 6 years, or it used to be 6. I think now it's down to 3 or something.
It's
Well,
The
yeah.
whole
AI
inventory of the
too,
world's
yeah.
knowledge doubles.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if you want to work that backwards for 100 years, how many times
Yeah.
has the world's knowledge doubled?
Absolutely.
And then, of course, when it
Unbelievable.
doubled the first time, the next time, it quadrupled.
Yes,
You know.
exactly.
Think about all the
Exactly.
cool cars she got to see.
Yeah.
Roads.
Roads, man, just like
It's now estimated that the world's knowledge doubles every 12 to 13 months.
Is that what it's?
Oh, I'm behind.
Isn't that something?
Guess I better. Guess I better read a book.
I'm glad I can keep up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's so true. Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah.
Well,
That's-
I keep up with AI now.
okay. Okay. What do you like and not like about AI?
I have Perplexity on my phone,
Yeah.
and if anybody doesn't have Perplexity, you got to get it.
Okay.
It's I think it's better than ChatGPT because the nice thing about Perplexity is that
Uh-oh. She's obsessed.
the nice thing about Perplexity is that when it gives you an answer and it's like that, it's just amazing how quick they can
Yes.
answer. It gives you the references where they got
That's cool.
that answer. So if you're a little bit concerned that you want to make sure this is
Yeah.
true, then you can just click on the 2 or 3
Yes.
references, and then it'll take you to the publication, to the speech, to the policy document,
Right,
whatever it
right.
is where they drew it from,
Right.
and then you can make a judgment whether or not that's,
That is a super handy feature.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can get results like that from ChatGPT, but you have to include that in your prompt.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an
It's all about the
extra
prompt. It's
That's
all
an
about the
You
prompt.
gotta get with the
I-
times, Al.
Yeah,
You gotta get
yeah.
into Perplexity.
It should be
You're-
giving you that
I
info
can tell
straight up.
You're living in the
GPT
past.
gives me the
ChatGPT, they've
references
passed.
Yeah.
of what
Perplexity,
it's
free
pulling
app
from.
on
You
your
listen to
phone.
Tom.
Yeah.
He
No
knows.
advertising.
He
just
knows.
The way you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
I haven't tried it, so I will try it. I will give it a fair chance.
I know somebody else you know who's on it now.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Oh.
Interesting.
And is on it all the time.
well, you recommended it to her. Is this who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think so. Yes. Yeah, she's been
Interesting.
right into it, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about your mother.
Clever. Yeah, clever.
Well, I was on. I think I told you I was on the Farwell 4 tomorrow on
Yeah.
570 News, and you get 4 questions the day before to look up and research.
Yes.
And so I send them to this person.
Yeah.
And in 5 minutes later, I've got 4 answers from Perplexity.
And they're like, damn, your answers are
that's
on
hilarious.
fire.
I love it. Hey.
And you're giving us references?
Hey, that's a step up,
the
technology.
references are really good because sometimes you click the reference and I don't think so.
This is shit.
But then you click the next reference. Yeah, that's pretty solid. It's like The Economist.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I'm interested to talk a bit about family because you come from a big family, but you also had a relatively big family.
Yeah, no.
By certain today's
I'm the
standards.
middle boy of 3 boys,
Okay.
so not a huge family.
Yeah.
My mom though, and my dad were both from big families. We're Catholic, so we have big families.
Yeah.
And
Do what the Catholics do.
Catholics don't really believe in birth control. We do have we have the Catholic condom.
Abstinence?
No,
Oh.
the Catholic condom's the one with the ends cut off.
Mm. I was about to say oral, but I wasn't sure. I don't know. I was like, I
I'm
don't
not saying
know.
you're pregnant that
Fucking
way, but
Jesus.
anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah.
Ironic. You're not actually saying. Sorry.
This is
So
so goddamn funny.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Tom.
no. My parents both were from large families. My
Yeah.
dad was from father came over from Ireland. His mother was a French Canadian, and my mom was German and English heritage. So we were really kind of a Heinz 57.
There you go.
And but they both had, I would say, at least seven siblings. Each.
Wow.
And my mom is the only one left
Wow.
of
That's
all
unbelievable.
of those.
Both sides.
Yeah, both sides. Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
so
incredible.
then I married a Catholic girl,
Mhm.
and we had our five,
There you go.
and then I got eight grandchildren.
Amazing.
And no I'm not a great grandfather yet. I've got a 25 and a 23-year-old grandsons, but they're not going to be multiplying anytime soon.
You still have some ways to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what
That's
do you
what I
think are
thought,
some
but-
of your best lessons as a father, grandfather?
My wife and I were really kind of one of our guiding principles was to keep the kids busy and out of the malls and street corners kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how parents do it today with all the screen time that kids have,
It's really
but
tough.
our kids were just like crazy busy with particularly sports. One summer with the 5 kids we had 14 ball tournaments
Wow.
that we had to
That's
go
a
to.
lot. That's a lot of
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah. It is a lot.
and my wife got to all of them at some point on that weekend.
Amazing.
She would crisscross the province,
Yeah.
and I would go one way, she would go the other. So, keeping kids, busy and active in whatever activities. It doesn't have to be sports. It could be arts. It could be anything. But the challenge, of course, nowadays is screen time.
Absolutely.
And when I have to admit, when I babysit some of the grandkids, it's really easy.
Right.
It can be. It can
Yeah.
be.
You put an iPad in front of them and
Yeah.
they're set.
Well, I mean, there's
yeah,
this.
it's really easy. Like it used to be that I'd have a rink for the kids and go skating or whatever.
Yep.
I had a rink for 20 years
Yeah.
in the backyard, and the grandkids were part of that to some extent. But now, and the grandkids are really quite busy. They do play a lot of sports, but and that's where I spend a lot of my time on ball fields and arenas. But I know a couple of my daughters, they struggle with the screen time thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, screen time for like Lex loves his video games, and I don't mind him playing his video games. When I watch him doing it, the dexterity that he has in his hands is truly phenomenal. And I've heard that is one of the advantages, that and the hand-eye coordination and the quick decision making that comes from the styles of games that he plays. Now, I'm not sure that the graphics and the storyline and all of that stuff is always necessarily the most appropriate way for him to learn how to navigate life, but at the same time, I mean, we're lucky out here with like you said, keeping kids busy. I mean, there's always a log to go split, or a chicken to tend to, or a dog to play with, or you know what I mean, like it's basketball,
soccer,
whatever. We just keep him moving, and then it's less of a, I find it to be less of a burden when he's like, okay, I'm tired, I want to go in and play video games. I'm like, well, yeah, you earned it, and it's good to sit and relax. And I mean, who am I to say no? I sit and watch Netflix, and after a long day of work, it's it's normal to kind of want to do something to unwind. So I don't mind it like that. But it's like, if he was on her 12, 13 hours a day, I'd say, I think we better have a shower. I think we better, you know what I mean? Like let's get blow the stink off, as they say. Like, let's go. So
go get some sunshine.
Yeah. I understand though that the screen time can be a little bit of a.
Now we did stress academics to a certain extent, but not we weren't, eccentric about that. I mean, we
Mhm.
didn't, do extra tutoring or whatever. You got 5 kids. You got they're on the scale. They're all
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
all
exactly.
different.
Yep.
And we didn't. We emphasized it enough.
Yeah.
My wife was a stay-at-home mom for most of those years, and she was in the school almost every day,
Wow. Yeah.
helping out hot dog days and volunteering. And back when you could drive kids to their basketball games, and she would have a load of girls or guys to take them
Yeah.
around.
Absolutely.
And then she would crisscross because one was playing over there and one was playing over there. She would be going back and forth. Making sure she saw everybody.
Did you find it was like as you were raising your kids? Did you find it was far easier? Like if you could get them engaged in something that they were actually passionate about, you kind of could just. It was almost like hands off. Like you're gonna navigate through this yourself. Like I just introduced you to it, and now you're gonna take it and run with it. Did you ever have like? Did the kids find a passion like that, or did they get like a sport going where they were like, okay, this is what I want to do for like the foreseeable future, and it kept them on the straight and narrow, or helped them maintain grades, or whatever they did with
Yeah.
their sport or their activity. I know
Well,
I did music, for
They
instance.
only did sports that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
If they didn't want to do it anymore, they didn't have to.
Fair enough.
There was
Mhm.
no pressure. They most of them had competed at a travel level.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like 3 of them were a part of the row swim team. That meant getting up at
Yep.
5:30 in the morning.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
And
Get after it.
getting up to the Laurier pool for a 6:30 swim.
Yeah.
And I would just stay out in the car and sleep.
Sleep.
Oh God, it's so cold.
It's
I
always
love raising
interesting
kids.
because I come from a family of 5 kids, and that was not as common
What's that?
anymore. Having 5 kids.
Yeah, and all the activities that came with
Exactly.
5 kids,
Busyness.
the
And,
busyness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it's always interesting.
What is the
to-
average now? 2.1 or something?
I think
It's
so.
point.
I always want to
5.
see what that 0.1 looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's like a foot. Whoa. Uh-oh.
Sometimes I feel like that 0.1.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel
Yeah.
like it too.
Yeah.
What are we? So yeah, I think are we going worldwide or Canada here? Because
Right.
I'm looking Canada.
statistics matter.
Perplexity would already have it.
Yeah. Jeez. I do have it. Did you
2.9.
download the app? And you're like,
Yes.
oh my God.
It's free.
This podcast is changing people.
It is.
2.9.
Shannon,
It's got to be
yeah.
worldwide then, though.
It says Canada.
That's Canada.
Oh wow.
Good for us.
2.9.
Let's
2.9.
stay making bibbies.
All right.
Canada's using those Catholic condoms.
Yeah, apparently. Let's get it on. ever since weed was legal,
Yeah.
it's gone up.
Yeah.
Catholic condoms and weed.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But no, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
So what else is new? What is the future hold for Tom Galloway?
Well, since I've left elected office, and one of the it's a big decision, when you're going to leave, because there's always reasons you might want to stay on. There's this,
Mhm.
that, and that. I want to finish that. I want to finish that.
Mhm.
Because the end of a term, it doesn't coincide with the end of a project or the end
Yes.
of a thing that's going on.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I stayed on one more term, so I could finish off the LRT
Mm-hmm.
and be at the opening ceremony. But I decided, no, the time had come, and let's get some fresh blood, new blood on council. And I wanted to do other things that I couldn't do. There's a limitation in terms of time, but also a limitation in terms of conflict of interest when you're on council. Certain things you can't do. So now I'm on. I wanted to be on certain boards and committees and things that wouldn't have had the time, or it could have been perceived as a conflict because they interact with municipal governments. So
Mhm.
I'm on a few different boards and committees, and I really enjoy doing that, and chasing the grandchildren around to the arenas and ball yards, and the Kitchener Rangers.
Yeah, do they get to come to the odd game with you? Or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not with me so
Yeah,
much, but
yeah.
they're there.
Yeah.
Get them a seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm enjoying life, and my wife is a travel agent, and so we traveled a lot. And in fact, not bragging, but
Brag up. I want to hear it. Let's hear it. Flex.
I have spent a year and a half on cruise ships.
Oh
Wow.
my God. Yeah, that's a flex.
50 some cruises that we did. And,
Unbelievable.
and so we got around the world on that. I mean, you don't see everything in depth,
Yes.
but you see things.
You see
And
things.
so, and we traveled on other occasions as well. I'd like to do a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
But traveling solo kind of sucks. So, haven't done near as much of that as I'd like to, but I want to get into it a little bit more.
Do you have a favorite destination that you want to return to, or somewhere new you want to go, or?
Italy is really
Yeah.
special
Okay.
for architecture, history, culinary.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really like Europe, but there's still on my bucket list is Cambodia.
Wow.
To go to the Hindu temples in Angkor Wat. I'd like to go on an African safari. My wife had no interest in going on an African safari because usually you do some glamping,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
and she wasn't really into glamping
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
much. So I would like to do that.
Yeah.
I got a few things to do, but if I was to go back somewhere, I want to go to. I have this kind of neat thing that she and I put together a list of railway hotels
Okay.
in.
Yeah.
You know about this.
I'd have heard about this.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we had 21 railway hotels in Canada. You know those iconic.
Like the Fairmont.
Chateau
I was gonna
West.
say Fairmont. Yeah.
Fairmont. Well, they're not all Fairmonts.
No,
but,
I know,
but
but
most of them are now. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
But they were built by CN and CP
Yeah.
and,
Yep.
and Grand Trunk. And so we put this list together. But when she passed away, we had been to 16 of them. And in order to get a check mark, you have to stay. You can't just walk in the lobby.
Just stay overnight.
You have to stay overnight. So back in January, I knocked 3 of them off.
Cool.
And I've got only one left to do.
Which one is that?
It's in Saskatoon.
Let's go.
And
I'm in.
it's the Hotel Bessborough, now owned by Marriott. But I'm going to probably do that in June.
Nice.
And I haven't been to Nunavut. I've been to everywhere else, so I got to do a trip to Nunavut.
Cool.
That's very cool.
So I got a few things on the bucket list
Yep.
that and built up a fair number of aeroplan points.
There you go.
Here, so
Couple flights in your future.
lots of flights. Yeah.
Or?
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
So I'm gonna try to keep myself busy. But
Are all the kids local to you, or do you have to travel across Canada to see
four-
them?
no, 4 of the 5 are local, and then the 5th one, the eldest, he bought the house I had in Port Elgin,
Okay.
and he and his wife live up.
Nice.
There.
Beautiful.
He has the
Beautiful little town.
he has the eldest grandchildren, but the two boys are actually in Niagara.
Okay.
They live in Niagara now.
Cool.
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 So no, they're all pretty local, and they're local too. Really, it's just a couple hours away.
So I got 2 more questions before we wrap this up. First one would be, what would you recommend to a person that's thinking about doing some city council or some sort of political avenue or something where, they're going to be the face out in public? What would you recommend to them, having been through the ringer several times on several occasions?
Well, do it for the right reasons. Don't do it for glory or financial gain. Do it for community service, to give back to your community.
Cool.
Most elected office is part-time.
Right.
You get into the provincial, federal, now you're into full-time. You got to leave your career, your job or whatever. But when you're at the school board or local level, you can generally, not everybody can do it because their jobs wouldn't allow it.
Right.
But many people can, but you got to do it for community service, to give back to your community. because that's where you're going to derive your satisfaction.
Hmm.
Is through that means.
Cool.
So that would be my key piece of advice for anybody considering that.
Okay, that's a excellent answer. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
And then, all right, so last question. You've got grandkids. I don't know if they're into it or not, but we got some Pokemon packs that have been calling our name since the start of the epi, and I was wondering if you wanted to pop some packs with us.
Absolutely do.
Oh, let's go. Let's
I am
go.
so excited.
Yes, I knew you would be, buddy. Let's go. All right.
Love it.
Somebody want to get some still? Just grab some stills.
Is there a way to do this? that's
No, rip
really-
You rip that pack.
Like
They're gonna.
I can't do this wrong, can I?
No, man. Just don't rip
Do
the.
you want to
Please
do
don't
it?
rip the
I don't wanna
cards.
embarrass
One at a
myself.
time.
No, nobody. No,
together?
they can get stills. They can do whatever. It's all on camera.
Okay.
It's all good. We're gonna put them up on the Zard Hunters Club. I mean, if somebody gets a Charizard here, I'm gonna freak out.
I'm not very good at this.
That's okay. Take your time, man. No rush. No rush.
I'll try the other end.
Does the
Bad.
There you go.
I don't know.
Should
I don't
stare.
know. I'm just going for the. We got a Dragonair, so that's a good sign right off the bat. Okay.
Oh, I think I got some good ones.
Oh, I hope you do, man. Come on,
Tell
come
ya,
on.
All right.
Oh, I got a little bit ripped
Tell
off.
me
I
about
got
that
2
one.
hollows, but no rares.
I got Wiglet.
Oh, you
I've
let a
never
wig
heard
let
that.
Is Melt any good?
Sure. I just want Charizard, man. I don't even care about anybody else.
Do the
Magneton.
numbers mean it?
Well, sometimes
They're all
yes, the
coded.
numbers do mean something. It's strange, but
Thunder Edge.
you know what? You know what I think we should do.
I
with,
don't have a Charizard.
Do your grandkids collect Pokemon?
I'm sure one or another does.
Okay,
but
so I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with these packs.
Here's
We're going to
mine.
send them with
Fine.
you for your grandkids.
Well, that's very nice. of you.
How does that sound?
Love that.
I think I love that too.
See if I got any good ones.
Any
Okay.
just we're looking for those Charizards, baby. That's all we're
Oh,
after.
see?
But
You got a Wiglet too.
there you go. All right, well, that pretty well
No
does it for us.
Charizard.
So that's okay. We can't get a
That's a good one.
Charizard
Did you
every
get a
time.
Charizard?
Ha!
No.
The odds of getting one are so small.
He would not be that calm.
Yeah, well, I'd be freaking throwing the thing. I'd be
So
out
if
of
I
the
got
room.
if there was a Charizard there, I wouldn't be taking that one home.
No, that's one. Your grandkids can't
That's
have it.
exactly
Sorry.
it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
Now
grandkids.
not your gift. Now I understand the rules.
No, there are no rules. But I mean, you know what? If one of your grandkids was right into it and they were like, "I wish I could have that Charizard,"
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? They can definitely have that.
Awesome.
I'm not like that. I would give that up for you
Absolutely.
for damn sure. But anyways, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Tom Galloway.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Yeah, it's been an
Alan.
absolute pleasure. So, without further ado, we'll wrap this up. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tom.
We hope you come back.
Have a good one. Bye bye.